just for any of them mums or dads out there who are quite frankly buzzing that Christmas is over and that we can move forward into a state of normality again. If you don't know, I've got a 4-year-old little girl, she's autistic, and when I tell you the last 2-3 weeks have been nothing but a living hell, that is not an exaggeration at all. People keep asking, like, how was your Christmas? Did you have a good Christmas? And it's like, no, I didn't. But what I don't want that to be followed up with is people going, oh, I'm really sorry, like, you will get it, like, you know, she's young now and these things are a lot now, but you will get that Christmas one day. And it's like, no, please don't say that, because you don't know that we will. And do you know what, at this point, I don't really even care, because seeing how distressed the last couple of weeks has made her makes me just want to take Christmas off the calendar forever. And again, that isn't a sympathy, like, that isn't a case of people needing to be like, I really don't want you to say that because you will get it and it will be special and it will be special in your own way. Yeah, it might be special in our own way, but whilst I can try and make things special in our own way, in our little cocoon, I can't make the world. And that's a really hard thing as a son parent. I cannot make the world how it needs to be for her. And I can't expect the whole world to be a certain way for her, no matter how much I would like that to be the case, because obviously she is my entire world. Sadly, that I've lost about 300 quid this December from, if not more, from stuff we wanted to do, tickets I couldn't sell, that we just ended up not being able to do. You know what? I had my ugly cry about that, and I had my, like, just life is really sad moment, woe is me moment. And then it got to the point where it was just so difficult going through day to day as a parent and seeing her as upset as she was, and just like dreading every single day because it was just a nightmare, that I've never been so happy than I was at 3 a.m. on the 27th of December. So that's like Boxing Day evening, but you get what I mean. Taking all the decorations down and just putting the house back to a state that isn't confusing for her. There was a point that I thought she really loved having the decorations up and the lights. It's just this year didn't work. And you know what, like, I don't even feel particularly sad about it. Like, I'm just glad that it is over and we can just move on to, like, normality again. But, like, nobody talks about this. Like, I've never seen any parent come on and just say, I've not enjoyed it at all, it's not been nice, she hasn't enjoyed it, we haven't enjoyed it, I just want my life to go back to normal now. And that is the reality of being a son parent, is that you have to, you get to this place where you're like, all of the things that I've been told are going to be magical, memory making, you know, before you have kids, people are like, these are the reasons people have kids, like, these are the moments that you have kids for. And then you become a son parent, and, or like, you become a parent and you have a child that's got additional needs, in our case, like I say, it's autism, and you suddenly got to like, everything that you think is different. Like, we're not guaranteed that certain milestones are going to happen. We can't think about those memories where we have, like, family holidays, or we go into that. I can't even go to the shop. Like, I can't go to the shop when she's here. Like, I can't leave the house. Neither can Jamie. We both cannot leave the house. Like, I've had to lie and say I'm going to the doctor's. She thinks I'm very ill, I think, because I'm going to do an errand or something that needs done, because the distress it will cause her for like, us to go somewhere where she isn't going. And it's not because she's like, she like wants something there or any of that. It's literally, it's just like separation anxiety, but to a level that is, quite frankly, insane. And when I put my mental breakdown video up in the public toilets of a soft play centre near us, so many people reached out and messaged me, and I'm so sorry I haven't got round to messaging or even replying to the comments, because I'll be honest with you, it's really hard to go back. Like, I'd recorded that in the toilets, my phone died, and then I came home, didn't even look where I was cutting it, I just knew it needed to be however long, and uploaded it. Because, believe it or not, those moments are not fun, and they have happened way too often lately. And so this is not a woe is me, my life is so hard video. And in fact, it's kind of the opposite. If you have family and friends who have kids with additional needs and you ask them how was Christmas and they go, I'm glad it's over, or at least it's done, don't reply with when year you'll have that year. When, you know, even if it's in your, no, don't. Just be like, I know, thank God for that. And change the subject. Because they genuinely are, like, most likely, if they're anything like me and Jamie right this minute, they are genuinely happy that it is over for another year. And just happy to get back to some sense of normality and get out of a period of the year where it seems to be glaringly obvious to you at every second of every day how your life is not normal, and this version of parenting was not what you had in mind when you popped on to Baby Centre to find out when your due date was going to be. And hey, maybe that makes me super naive, and like perhaps that's not how I should have gone into being pregnant, but do you know what? It was. And I've got an autistic brother, so it's not like I didn't know about this stuff. But let me tell you, it's really different living it day to day when it's your child, seeing all of the things that other parents are doing whilst you're trying to figure out whether or not you can turn the kettle on at that moment. This genuinely is not a pity party. It's because I know people will get it. Like, and I know if I was scrolling, I would want to see somebody on here that just went, do you know what, Christmas was crap. It is what it is, let's move. Like, not only have I not got the mental headspace to think about it, there is genuinely no point using my mental headspace to think about it. So, Christmas is done. Praise be. We are moving on. We are getting back to normal. So if you are like me and you have just like have a massive adrenaline come down and you are like, just praise the Lord that this is over. Like, it is okay to feel like that, and equally it is okay to say I am not holding out for the Christmas that I might get. It's actually a better protection for myself just to say, just Christmas is not really a thing anymore. It's just not something that we are gonna be as hyped as we once were about. And you know what, again, I know this sounds really like, oh, this is not the Christmas, but it isn't. Like, genuinely, I feel like I've evolved in my autism parenting to the place of, it just is what it is. And do you know what, all of these socially constructed holidays and ideas and things like that, like when they say to you, you've got a son child, you have to, like, things will be different. It's like, yeah, okay, but I think there is still that part of you that's trying to give them things, right? Trying to give them this moment, that moment. Like, I do get a lot of people that say, like, well done for you and Jamie trying certain things with Pops, like, you're not just not giving her those experiences. And this isn't me saying that, like, I'm going to write it off, I'm never going to try anything again. But I do feel like this year has better aligned me with how to approach these things going forward. I feel like I've had a big slice of humble accept the reality pie this year. Anyway, I don't know why I recorded this. I feel like I needed to speak about it. I felt like doing a video of me crying in a public toilet, then kind of like inspirationally, like weight loss coach content, and then just moving on with my life was very, like, very insincere. That is not the reality. And actually, I've always used Instagram as a place where I can just, like, talk about stuff like this, and I definitely haven't felt as able to do that because this is a business page as much as it is my personal page. And, you know, I don't want people to look at it and be like, oh, wow, I don't want to message her because look what she's got going on, or I don't want to do this because look at what she's got going on, or realise I actually don't have my life together. When in reality, this is my biggest escape. Like, working with people and getting to connect with other women fills my cup so much. Anyway, I'm going to go. See you later. Bye.